Hey y'all, I'm Kasey.
And I'm MG, and this is Soul Tide.
We are two platonic soulmates sharing our thoughts and feelings on friendship, social issues, and healing in today's America.
With a focus on queer existence in the evangelical South and answering the philosophical questions that come with it.
Hey y'all, welcome to the pod.
What's up, everybody?
MG's day started off pretty rough. Would you like to share?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No.
I'll share.
Yeah. You're like, well, you don't have a choice. No, my AC's out, in not only in my car, but now in my home. So there's nowhere not to sweat at this point.
My house.
Well,
questionable because of how many times it's already gone out. So
true, yeah. Why it chooses July? This was like 2 years ago, or however long ago I think that my AC went out in July.
Yeah,
like 2 times in a row it's happened, at least maybe 3. Now that I'm thinking
right.
about worst time.
Yeah, it truly is. I don't know if it's just because like they're working so hard.
Yeah.
Or what. But not a fun time at all.
Certainly not. And I'm a sweaty person in general. I just put off hate, so it's not.
I hate sweat.
Yeah, me too.
I hate it. I hate it. I'm not a sweaty person, and when I am sweating, my armpits are sweaty. I'm like so gross. I'm like, ah! I'm like lifting my armpits, like trying to find like napkins or something, which is rare. Okay, yeah. Rare, and I take pride in rarely sweating.
I take pride in being uncontrollable about other people's bodies.
I don't like it on me. Like other people, I'm like, yeah, that's a bodily like function that happens. But me, I'm like, I feel disgusting, and I just wanted to stop immediately. I had an interesting day.
Okay.
So like started off normal and everything. I got home. I did I had signed up for a casting call the other day. And
just
then
like regular porn or specialty.
Grant said something earlier. What did you call it? Couch interview?
Casting couch?
Casting couch. That's what he said. And I was like, what's that?
Oh, so innocent.
So I had no idea, but it was for the sequel of the Hunger Games, whatever that's called. And so they texted me and they sent me a link. So I had this like webinar thing.
Okay.
And I did it for the shits and giggles. So I looked up the company because I was like, I don't know who's doing this. So it's a company called 99. And I looked them up, and they're not technically an agency. They're a talent something company. So the difference is that they charge you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have like, you pay this like one-time fee, but then you pay a monthly fee.
Interesting.
For them to give you like these classes to take to like help you get better at what you're wanting to do, and to have your portfolio and to send it out, which I was like, that sounds fine, but I don't know how things work in that industry. So apparently it's not great and it's a little scammy. So, but I'm like, everything they're selling me on it, you know?
It is working.
And so, yeah, so I did that, and then they were like, okay, we'll take like your payment now, and we'll send you like your your link to your portfolio and everything. And I like messaged her and I was like, so what if we can't pay now? And her response was, when can you pay?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like that answer.
No.
But apparently it's like they go in like phases, or like they I don't know, but I just watched a video from someone who did it a month ago because she was like, you have to reapply in 3 months and then do the process over again if you're not going to pay right now. And I was like, this is interesting. So I missed my shot at becoming a famous actor or supermodel or something
Yeah.
because I refused to pay the $100 up front and then $40 a month.
Yeah, I would also refuse to pay that. That's a good choice you made.
I'm just like, I should be charging you right now. Do you
You're
see
like,
me?
they also wanted me to sell these teas and oils, but
I just joined a, what is that called?
MLM.
MLM, yeah. I just joined an MLM.
Yeah. You're like, if I get 5 other actors to sign up.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Grant just really walked out and did not turn this TV off for me.
That's great.
Okay, there we go. Okay. He now has the child.
Nice.
Okay. So that happened, and then whenever that was done, I went outside with Monty and we were chilling. He was going down the slide, swimming and everything. I look in his pool and there's a frog in it who has appeared to be drowning.
Oh.
And I'm like, isn't this your whole thing? Like, you go in water. Like, what? Are you being dramatic right now? What's happening? You're gaslighting me. What's happening? And so like I take it out and I'm like looking at it and I'm like, it's not really moving. It moves its legs up a little bit, but it's not moving. And I'm like,
No.
what? Like, I'm so confused. Like, you literally, what is happening right now? So I'm literally
Oh no.
start resuscitating this frog. No, literally, I took a video of it and everything, and I'm like, am I doing this right? And like a few times it would like kind of twitch, and I'm like, like, oh. So like I do it for a minute, and I'm like, okay, maybe you just need to like just take a minute, and like maybe you're alive. I can't really tell. Like, you kind of keep moving, but I can't tell if it's just your body nerves like firing, whatever, however that works. And so I like go to check on it and it's not there, and I'm like, did I save a frog or did a bird swoop down and get you? Because I did leave it out like in the open, so I either saved a frog or I gave a bird a really easy dinner.
Nice. Either way, you helped the environment.
I tried.
Yeah,
I guess when you put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I used to do that. I used to grab the frogs out of the pool filter and try to resuscitate them.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say I used to throw the frogs to the birds.
Yeah, I used to just get a bucket of frogs.
Throw them up in the air.
Yeah.
A tadpole was the first thing I ever killed intentionally.
Okay.
I carry that trauma with me every day.
My slug, I think.
A what?
A slug.
Oh, yeah. Like intentionally, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't like how you said that. I don't like how you said that at all. Don't tell me. I might look at you differently. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It was peer pressure. It was a bunch of boys. They made me do it.
Was it salt?
No.
Oh, I don't want to know. Okay, never mind. I really love slugs.
I do too.
And snails, specifically snail. No, wait. Snails, all of them. I don't care. The gigantic ones, though, I'm like,
Yeah.
Get in my life right now. I don't want to touch them because I think the slime is absolutely disgusting, but I'm just like, it's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like was at the lake and there was this like little pond with a fountain, but there were tadpoles in it. And I like picked up one of the tadpoles and I was like carrying it around. And they were like, Kasey, come swim in the pool. And I was like, couldn't go back to the I was like halfway. I was like, what do I choose? Do I take the tadpole back and then go swim, or do I just set the tadpole here in the grass and then swim? But I'm killing the tadpole.
And what did you do?
I set it down in the grass.
God damn, you didn't even put it out of its misery. You left it to suffocate.
I was so young. I don't think I understood.
Bug.
I don't think I understood, but then like later I was like,
Yeah. I'm a murderer.
so I've been trying to like save all the frogs ever since.
I think with the amount of turtles that you've saved, you've probably karmically made up for
Those are
the
just turtles.
tadpole.
And I only save about 10 a year. That's it.
Only 10 a year. That's far more than the average person, I would assume.
I need it to be like 100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Get those numbers up.
You'll just have to move out to the woods.
No, because in the woods are fine. It's like the road, I'm like,
Oh, you're just living right. You're just a feral creature right on the edge of the woods near the highway, just watching.
yeah, literally. I'm like so close to like going to the city hall and be like, so we should put like road blockers for little critters. Cause like where is it? It might be in the United States, but they're doing an animal highway over the actual highway.
Cute.
So like animals can cross safely. Obviously, like there's gonna be other places they can cross and it's not gonna be safe, but that helps like eliminate some of the issues that they're having. But I thought that was really cool. And then yeah, anyways, a whole other tangent. So that was my day. Very interesting. To move on to our topic for the day, not so fun.
No. You're like, so we're gonna have a mood shift.
A major mood shift.
Tone is gonna shift a little bit.
And it is all Elon Musk's fault.
Of course, as a lot of things are these days.
As a lot of things are. So I was on TikTok the other day and this video came on and it was like, if you are using AI, you're the reason Memphis doesn't have clean air and their air smells. And I was so confused because I'm like, well, we're from Memphis. And I'm like, Memphis has never had clean air and it's always smelt because there's a paper plant there.
Yeah.
And it smells really bad. And again, I mean, Memphis is a big city and in my opinion, not that well kept. And the air quality's not great and it never has been as long as I've been alive. And so I said something. I'm like, I'm not sure about the AI plants you're talking about, but I can tell you that the air quality never been great. And then I told you, and then you were like, no, actually there are AI plants and it's a big problem. And I had no idea about this. So I watched that video you sent me. And I also looked up, oh no, wait, I think you sent me this article, the MSNBC. Right. Okay. So you sent me this article. And I'm just gonna read a few things from it. Not all of it, but I can link the article down below if anyone wants to read it. It's not like terribly long, but by Justin J. Pearson, Tennessee State Representative. I live 3 miles from XAI South Memphis Data Center, where Elon Musk artificial intelligence company has been operating dozens of methane gas turbines without critical and we believe legally required environmental permits. My neighbors and I are forced to breathe the pollution this company pumps into our air every day. We smell it, we inhale it. This isn't just an environmental issue, it's a public health emergency. So, go into the air quality. Memphis and Shelby County had a pollution crisis long before Musk and XAI powered up Colossus, a massive supercomputer. The American Lung Association gave us an F for the air quality for 4 of the last 5 years. And we got a D the 1 year we didn't get an F. Progress! No. We haven't met federal ozone standards since 2021. We are known as an asthma capital. in the US, and recent statistics found that we had the most asthma-related ER visits in Tennessee. So in the article, it does say that the turbines are obviously linked to the smog that's put out, producing nitrogen oxides, which of course can create all kinds of asthma and respiratory illnesses. It does state that there were 15 gas turbines running, but in the video that I watched, the people sent out a drone to go over the company, the facility, and they could see that there were not just 15 turbines, there were 30. And when they mentioned that, the company was like, oh, we just have those for backup. We're not running all 30. And they were like, okay, well, let's just take a closer look. So they sent the drones back out, and they could they could for sure see that all 30 turbines were running. And not that, 15 still bad, but 30, they're not permitted to do this. They are illegally doing this. This pollution isn't impacting majority white suburbs in East Memphis or Collierville nearly as much as it is impacting South Memphis, a historically redlined majority black working class community long targeted for industrial zoning. Our neighbors have been burdened for generations by landfills, chemical plants, and toxic industries. XAI's turbines continue that legacy. Once again, our health is being threatened for someone else's profit, and a white man's profit at that. Fuck you, Elon. So, and I want to say, because the video that I watched mentioned COPD, which is a respiratory infection, or no, respiratory disease,
illness,
because you have it, you get rid of it. And you get this from smoking. However, one of the people in this, and I can also say this because my Nana never smoked in her life, also had COPD, and she lived in Memphis since she was 19. So I'm assuming probably it's safe to say she developed it in living in Memphis, and how polluted the air is didn't help. Now, she was long dead before 2021, but or did she die in 2020? I'm not gonna think about it, but she died around there. Okay, she died around there. So and she had COPD for a while. So the company hasn't been there that long, but again, the air quality's always sucked and everything. So, and for people to already be getting respiratory infections and having health issues because of how polluted the air is, and to add on top of that, for what? For what? Because Memphis is wasn't Elon born in Africa?
South Africa, yeah.
And his grandparents were a part of the thing where they took over because they were white and everything. So Memphis, a predominantly black community, and Elon coming in and putting his shit in a predominantly black city.
I like watching this live happen to you, really. Oh!
Did you already have this realization?
Yes. But yeah.
Well, all of this is new to me. I didn't realize, I just found this out, not even a week ago, and I just started researching and doing all that, and that's crazy.
Yeah. We already had a system, like the representative pointed out, we already had a system in place that set up half of the city to be habitually disenfranchised and taken advantage of. And so, I mean, Elon takes a look around the country and he's like, oh, look, a place that's already perfectly set up for me to go ahead and go do that because nobody gives a shit. And it really sucks. But yeah, I mean, Elon's not the only problem. He is the problem. But it's like we've had these systemic issues in place for a very long time, and he just found an perfect opportunity to where to put his fucking shit.
Took advantage of it.
Yeah, he was like, oh, cool. We're already going in that direction there. Wonderful. I'll just go ahead and hit up the mayor and be like, hey, can I put this here? And let's not tell anybody for a while. Which is really, really crazy. And I would love to say or point out, give a rich white person a single word company or a single word invention and watch them just reach enlightenment. Colossus, literally any word. And the rich white people, suddenly you blink an eye, they're in a black turtleneck, they're on a stage giving a TED talk, and they're like, when I thought of Colossus, it came to me in a dream on my daughter's 9th birthday. And I don't know what happens to white people when you give them one word and $1 million. They're like, yes. It's really, but yeah, the AI stuff is wild. And like you said, for what? What is the point of this? I mean, I think he said he wants to like find God or discover something or another. I don't know. I'm like, all of the point is mute to me if you're a fucking Nazi, which you literally are by birthright, and then also apparently of your own free will, because you fucking be.
Actively hurting communities. And knowing you're doing that, I don't understand how anybody, and obviously like we can agree that like billionaires, there's just not, you just can't.
There are no ethical billionaires.
There are no ethical billionaires. So like I couldn't imagine getting to the point where I'm like, I have so much money, just fuck everybody else, because I couldn't imagine that. I honestly don't think I would be able to keep the money, because I'd be like, you get $1,000, you get $1,000, you get $1,000. Like I literally, someone would have to like lock my account, because I don't think I would be able to just have that ever.
Yeah, no.
Definitely invest it into like benefiting my community. Like why not do that? I don't, it my brain can't wrap around this.
Well, he's of that belief that's like, I mean, they're basically like monarchists, right? His whole kind of political ideology comes from the what's the guy? Curtis Yarvin, who is this strange little man, which I think might, I don't know, he might control the country. I'm not exactly sure.
What?
But it's a cult that Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, who started PayPal, and JD Vance are in. And it's basically a version of monarchy where they think everyone is really stupid, specifically women. But they think everyone is very fucking dumb, and only a select few of the like 1% intelligence wise and finance wise should be put in charge to make decisions for everyone's, like, I don't know, the good of the society, of the human race, to survive, because the idiots will push us back into the dark ages, is basically like what their thing is. It's really wild. I should pull something up like next time we record or something that's a little bit more eloquent and put together. But off the top of my head, that's what they are.
Right. And I remember you mentioning that before too. It just still doesn't make sense to me why or how they're like, I don't.
Well, they're so narcissistic. Like, it's good that
yes. Okay. Yeah.
It's good that we can't figure it out. Like, we can't conceptualize it because we have empathy.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you for putting it that way.
Oh, made sense to you, I'd be like, okay, so we need to talk.
I'm like, wait a minute, onto something.
You're like, actually, yeah, I shouldn't get to vote. But
My God.
it's really scary that these people are in charge, and like, and I didn't know about this weird little like it's not even a conspiracy theory, it's just actually what's happening. I didn't know about this group of people and that they decided to get JD Vance elected until after the election, and I was like, oh shit, so it's going to the oligarchs. Like, I remember sitting like at my kitchen table with my mom, and we were like reading this article from a few, like 2 or 3 years ago, when JD Vance was like barely a blip on the political map, talking about, you know, fucking his couch and saying Appalachia.
Well, what good times, honestly. When that surfaced, I was like,
yeah, he's like, I'm
this
just
is the best thing that's come out of this, honestly.
a simple boy from Appalachia. And I'm like, oh, you are? You're from fucking Cincinnati and you can't say Appalachia right, you fucking dickhead. Anyway,
And you fuck couches.
and you fuck couches. But anyway, and so it was like years ago that they like picked him, like pinpointed him, because he was already like kind of under Peter Thiel's wing. And so I'm like, this is super crazy. I was sitting at the table and I was like, oh, it's done. Like, it's done and we can't go back. Like, oh shit. And then at like the inauguration, all of the oligarchs were up there and I was like, yeah, well, there we go.
I saw a video. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this is recent. This could have been Trump's first term, but they were talking about impeachment. I think it was more recent because they were talking about Jeffrey Epstein and talking about how Trump was how he knew him and everything and how well he knew him. And they were talking about impeachment. And I'm like, but that's exactly what they want. Because who's next in line? JD Vance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is, I mean, if that happens, I'm just like, it's all come into play.
Yeah, unfortunately, if all of my you know, worst nightmares come true, then this is simply a warm up for moving into, you know, in 8 years of JD Vance, if we even still have the same system set up of 4-year terms and an 8-year limit. Hopefully we will, but who knows?
What's the insurance that you have?
Which insurance? What do you mean?
Health insurance.
Oh, well, I mean, like Obamacare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was asking because the Senate did pass the big beautiful bill.
Oh.
So,
you know how like when people go and they're like, they seemed so happy, there were no signs, like we had no idea anything was wrong. Don't let anybody say that about me, because there were so many signs. There were so many.
So it said that there was a 50-50 vote and the tie broke by JD Vance.
Right, that's how it goes.
3 Republicans voted no, everyone else saluted and marched. So it is a over 1,100 page, written by billionaires, passed unread and cheered by voters. It will hurt most.
Good. I didn't need insurance.
Because nothing says owning the libs like losing your health care, watching food assistance vanish, and calling it freedom. What's actually in this bill? Trump's 2017 tax cuts, now permanent. It says Medicaid is slashed. SNAP is gutted. Child tax credit raised. Technically, it's from 2000 to 22 a year. Not enough for groceries, but just enough for the illusion of progress. Climate policy reversed. immigration, all punishment, no reform, education, privatized, defenses, spending, bloated. So yeah.
Cool. Cool. Hey, you know, what's a little existential dread? Just you need a little dose every day at this point. Like I don't want to say like a vaccine. Careful saying that word.
Speaking of the vaccine, did you see where people are posting where they're like, "Oh, a few years ago you couldn't breathe in a mask, but now that ICE is a thing and like taking people, you have to have a mask to hide your identity."
That's funny. I hadn't seen it, but
Yeah.
yeah. No, literally.
I
Yeah.
can't breathe, but like
Yeah.
you don't want people to see your face now that you're literally ripping families apart.
Yeah. Crazy town.
Crazy.
Crazy town.
We do
It's
have 6 minutes.
good.
So thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank yes.
This was a fun episode.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
it feels good to be sweating and envisioning my utter demise, as well as most of the disenfranchised minorities of this country, which sucks. Okay.
If I wasn't on if I wasn't on anxiety meds, I would probably having a panic attack right now.
Yeah, you're like,
I would be like, another crisis coming? I feel it. Yeah.
I can feel it, but now you're like, yeah, it's
I can watch the world burn and be okay with it. Everything's just fine.
Hey, but don't forget, we are about to have 4th of July. So let's get super excited and celebrate this fucking country that we love, that we fought for.
Right. Is it? It's for taxes, right? Like we're celebrating tax cuts that we're now getting taxes raised.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, kind of.
Literally celebrating our freedom from the taxes from Britain, right? England. And but it's literally our government is literally raising taxes.
Yes.
And giving it to the 4%, which is billionaires. Like our money.
You said, and that's that on that.
Grant is DJing the festival. What if I'm just like, hey everybody. So we're all celebrating, but we shouldn't be. We should be burning buildings. Like when we burn boats in the harbor, like that.
You're like
that.
So, first of all, you're like, you get so drunk so you can get up there and do it. You're like, so first of all, I want to just point out that we're on Ouachita land, okay? And second, I want to say that I have Molotov cocktails, and I'm not afraid to use them.
I'm like, they are made of tea bags, you know?
Yeah, you're like, if there's one thing I like to do, it's commit to a theme, motherfuckers. So let's go.
Give it to a theme.
Cocktail. You get a cocktail. Oh my god.
All in 3. Okay. All right. So, anyways, okay. Literally 3 minutes as I said that. So, thank you all for listening. What a wild ride, as it normally is. But I do want to say, go to our Patreon because you will be able to see our videos there. We have 2 Patreons you can pay for. There is free content, but if you would like to see the video portion of it, which is mostly always there, sometimes it's not, sometimes we're not able to put a video up, but it is just $3 a month for the video for each week. And then we have a $10 tier, which includes a lot more like personal things that we're not posting on social medias, and or maybe you get a first glimpse of, and whatever. So go there, support us, show us the love, and we can chit chat there also. But please don't, because I'm exhausted.
Go pay for it, but don't get any of the benefits, please.
Yeah. I'll be like the government.
Oh.
Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Later.
Bye, bitches.